NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
We know how.
It is an unthinkable tragedy. A woman sleeping on the beach was run over by a tractor and killed. A troubling incident in Oceanside that we're learning more about tonight. Thank you for joining us for the Nightly Check-In. I'm Catherine Garcia. Locals we spoke with are shaken up by what happened this morning.
I'm surprised, and I can't imagine.
People in Oceanside say there's dredging going on this time of year where workers take sand from the harbor through the pipes to another area of the beach. The incident happened about 9:30 this morning. The woman was fully clothed, sleeping on the beach. Police say she was cuddled up on the beach and surfers checked on her to make sure she was breathing, and she was. The dredging project was finished and the tractor was picking up equipment to take to a staging area. Police say the tractor driver just apparently did not see the woman and she did not hear the
Depending
tractor.
on how deep asleep you are, you might not even hear it.
There's so many other things that we're nervous about sometimes, with sharks, hitting the rocks, or any number of things that could happen to you, but you never think you're going to come to the beach and get run over by a tractor. I feel really bad for that family, and whatever the circumstances were, I don't think it should have happened.
One local we spoke with says he saw the woman before this happened and she could hardly stand up. He says there was cause for concern about her. Police have not identified the woman but do say that she could have been a transient. It has been an intense fire season across this state so far. Since the beginning of this year, CAL FIRE has already fought more than 8,000 wildfires that have burned more than 3.7 million acres. Fire crews in Northern California are now battling the glass fire in Napa Valley, which is threatening more than 8,000 homes and businesses. The Zog fire southwest of Redding is also gaining ground, burning more than 15,000 acres. Here at home, San Diego is under a red flag warning right now. The high heat, low humidity, and strong winds are creating dangerous conditions for possible wildfires. Today we heard from San Diegans about always staying alert.
You always have to be concerned about it because you can't just ignore that.
Triple-digit heat will be the concern the rest of the week. Firefighters say they've ramped up staffing and equipment just in case. Let's check in with Dagmar now with the latest on the Santa Ana conditions this week.
For your Tuesday, you will notice the continuation of what you kind of started feeling on Monday, and that's a warm-up. We're also feeling relative humidity levels drop, so we're under heat advisories and red flag warnings. The coast for today, you'll reach about that mid to upper 80 mark. Inland valleys, you'll be close to the triple digits, just under that. Mountains also upper 80s, low 90s, and feeling the deserts still fairly comfortable for now, but it's really to the west of the mountains that you're going to be feeling the heat continuing to push up, and that really started yesterday and really continues through today. But today you're going to notice that temperature rise up.
NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE. Bill Howe. We know how.
Drains clogged or slow? Call Bill Howe today. Whether you need a routine drain cleaning or something more, Bill Howe can solve all your plumbing needs. For a limited time, we'll clear your drains for $82.
1-800-BILL-HOWE. Bill Howe. Because we know how.
Today is the first day of fall quarter classes at UC San Diego, and things definitely look different on campus because of coronavirus. Right now, only 12% of fall courses will be using an in-person or hybrid model. On-campus classes will operate at maximum 25% capacity. Classrooms also have hospital-grade air filters now installed. On-campus students and students living in dorms will be required to test for COVID twice a month. The pandemic has compounded the digital divide for students. It's an issue NBC has been covering since the pandemic started. The county is now calling for people to donate used computers to help students in need during distance learning. It's part of a computer drive called Meet the Need. Right now, half of low-income families in San Diego do not have access to a computer or internet at home. You can drop off donations at the Computers to Kids warehouse along Miramar Mall. It is National Good Neighbor Day, and on the Today Show this morning, they celebrated a special group from right here in San Diego. They're called the Lasagna Mamas. What started as a San Diegan in her kitchen making a few meals for struggling families during the pandemic has turned into a national movement, with Lasagna Mamas and some papas across the U.S. making delicious hot meals to give to nearby food insecure families.
It was something where we were so lucky to be whole during this pandemic, and we really wanted to give back. And cooking is how I show love.
Angela has made 350 lasagnas for families locally. More than 3,000 families have been fed by this Lasagna Mamas initiative so far. That's going to do it for our nightly check-in. Have a good night.